book presented on MSNBC, How to Be an Anti-Racist. Let's see if they give us the keys to be an anti-racist. Hold on.
We had Republicans claiming that Donald Trump lost, but down ballot Republicans won because of widespread voter fraud. We simultaneously had Democrats arguing that Biden won, but down ballot Democrats lost because of progressive policies like defunding the police. We obviously know that there's no evidence that substantiates widespread voter fraud. But what hasn't been shown, Democrats haven't substantiated that progressive policies alienated more voters than they mobilized, nor have they demonstrated via evidence that indeed people in swing states who were going to vote Republican, who may have voted Republican anyway. In other words,
Abram
you have
X.
many people who are probably going to vote Republican anyway. And we don't know that indeed defunding the police was the reason why they split their ballots or ended up voting Republican. And all I'm asking for is evidence to substantiate this. Elected officials saying their constituents told them that is not evidence. And at a time in which the Republican Party is
I'll just say, not letting conservative voices and people with different views, the globalist Democrats, not get their intellectual thoughts out on the internet, social media, and thus. And that shows that's enough to show a fraud election.
Dropped out of the race, quickly fell in line behind him, effectively saying, look, the objective here is to get Donald Trump out of office. Once we do that, then we can talk about our progressive goals here.
What does that have to do with his book, How to Be an Anti-Racist? How does that have to be with it? That's just...
What does the progressive movement look like now with Joe Biden as president?
I think the progressive movement is continuing to, of course, support higher
Director of the Anti-Research and Policy Center, American University. Okay,
healthcare as a human right.
You're representing anti-racism. You have keys to be anti-racist. Why aren't you given the keys to be an anti-racist?
An existential threat to human life and responding accordingly, even pushing for immediate equality and pushing policies that can eliminate police violence, that can eliminate voter suppression, that can even eliminate poverty.
I don't like police illegal action. Okay, how do we stop that and not have the very people that would be in charge of the police policing the police? How do we police the ones that are policing the police?
Balance of moderate Democrats and progressive Democrats and all the changes that are happening in that state. What is your sense of how progressivism either helped or
you go to a different you go to a different person? Again, the thing was how to be an anti-racist, and you gave us nothing except for police brutality. Look, me being a white person, I was abused by the cops myself.
Those things are not.
That has nothing to do with race. It has everything to do with power.
Has resonated with the electorate. That so many organizers were able to expand in places like Georgia for the Democratic Party last cycle. These are people who have felt left out of our democracy.
Let this black man, let this Abram, let him speak his mind. I want him to tell us how not or how to be anti-racist.
Affordable college, like the idea of a living wage, even the idea of Black Lives Matter in this country has evolved. In the past 6 years, that was something that was taboo when that movement first began, and now people are really now that people understand the meaning of that movement and what it is they're trying to accomplish, they're far more open to it. And so, I think that, progressive ideals that have only helps to expand the
progressive ideas. So you're linking
places
how
like
to
Georgia,
be
but
an
really it's
anti,
true,
how to
you know,
be
kind
an
of the rising majority,
anti-racist
of this
with
country,
progressive ideas. In other words, it has nothing to do with race. It has everything to do with politics. I'm getting the gist of it. Okay, carry on. Let's see what you got.
Believed in having an impact on the issues for once. But Claire McCaskill.
Oh, then you go to Claire McCaskill. So you present to me being anti-racist is being in league with progressive ideas. You guys are fucking evil and wasting my fucking time.